Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Pair of panties. Oh, that sounds so good. Gaze at a graveyard. Jeff, look at this thing.
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang.
Yeah.
Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 11th day of June, 2024. And good morning to you. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey, and here we are. It is, again, Tired Tuesday, so you may have woken up a little cranky. But listen, it's going to be a beautiful day. Maybe a little rain out there. You know, red sky night, sailor's delight, red sky morning, sailor take warning. The sky's red out there. Be cool, everybody. Let's enjoy it. Here's some comedy. Once again, Dusty Slay, Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday morning. Now, Marnie will be here. I believe Rosie will be here. Cast of Thousands. So come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I used to wait tables. I worked at a seafood restaurant in Charleston, South Carolina, a seafood restaurant called Hyman's, located on the same block as a restaurant called Sticky Fingers. But I used to work there, and it's owned by a family with the last name Hyman, and I was working in there one day, and this lady said to me, she goes, "Oh, are you one of the Hymans?" I was like, "Yeah, because they named me Dusty Hyman." I mean, I'm the oldest one, and no one will touch me. A lot of people would come in there and they would close the menu and they'd go, "What's good?" I'm like, "Well, open this back up." It's all inside here. Call this the food menu, and we like to think it's all good. Or people come in there and they'll be in a real big hurry. They're like, "Can we be in and out of here in 30 minutes? I'm like, "Hell, you can leave right now." Don't let me hold you up. You got stuff to do, I hear you. Get a lot of tourists in there, and that's cool, but they ask a lot of weird questions, you know. They're always like, what's something non-touristy we can do? Which I think's a weird question, because you're on vacation. You should do touristy things. But they're like, what's something non-touristy we can do? I'm like, I don't know. You can get in your car and go home. You know what I mean? That's the most non-touristy thing you can do. You can buy a house. You know what I mean? Just move on in. They're like, well, we want to do something the locals do. What's something the locals do? And I'm like, well, I'm local. Right now I'm at work.
The juice is loose.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Yeah!
So are we shaving this son of a bitch today or what? Is that what we're doing?
We are today, man. Today's the day.
Is today the first day of the rest of your life?
Yeah, man. First day of
It's gonna
summer,
be great.
right?
Yeah. No, it's
Your
not.
wife thinks you look like Toby from This Is Us.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I don't really care. It's half gone anyway. And if I look half as good as Hogs Daddy, it'll be fine.
Aw, thanks, sweetie pea.
But will the joke die when you say, "I'm getting my hair cut today," and then somebody goes, "Why?"
Yeah.
I mean, that joke's dead then.
But it's one of the great jokes of all time. Sometimes you got to retire jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll be fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like you got to retire. Eventually, you got to retire the Target joke, right?
Yeah, I think that kind of retired itself. People don't laugh at it anymore.
It's not fair.
Oh, thanks, man.
When was the last time you did it?
Girls.
Last time I did stand-up?
Which was when?
November?
And the Target joke didn't play?
I mean, it plays, but not like it used to, or to get kind of a ruckus applause.
I got a ruckus.
Yeah.
Could you describe the ruckus?
It was a loud murmur.
Loud murmur.
What are you doing here? You're too old for this.
Oh. Sorry, man.
I think it's a venereal disease.
Was it a loud murmur or was it a quiet scream?
It was a loud murmur.
Both are playing at 7th Street entry. Where does that go?
I like fighting girls.
Why? Why did he say that? Is that from Anchorman 2?
Yep.
Yeah, that movie
It's not fair.
was not good.
It was too. I don't care what anybody says.
The first half of it was really funny, and then when he gets blind, it gets really
The
weird.
dinner scene
Yeah.
is awkward and hilarious. I don't care.
Yeah,
What I know.
the plot sucks, right? You could tell they wrote it just to write one-liners for an hour and a half, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's cool.
It's just a reason to make those guys get back on camera.
Yeah, corrected.
Which-
Get them all paid.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not
Yeah,
going to turn
here's my
down more
money.
Will Ferrell. Yeah. They got my money.
Yeah, man. Here you go. Here you go.
All right. So Johnny Bones, not back from London.
No.
No. Is he back next week?
Bow.
Who knows? No one ever knows.
Bow.
Marnie will be here at 7. Rosie
Yeah.
at 7:30. And then
Yeah.
we're, shaving your head in the 8 o'clock hour at some point? Or what's
Yes,
the deal?
sir. Yeah, 8 o'clock, I
How
think.
about we shave them balls, too?
Let's leave my balls alone.
Why?
What about
Why
just
not
one?
Just go full.
What if we shaved
good idea.
Hawk's balls? He's the one that wants to show them on live TV.
I
They
want
got to
to.
look presentable.
Well, that's if he gets on the prices right. Just not on regular. He's not going on Fox 9 and doing it.
Come on.
It's got to be something like
Yeah.
Prices Right.
I'm not doing it on Let's Make a Freaking Deal.
Right.
Yeah.
These things are
Yeah, Wayne
immaculate.
Brady doesn't get to
Yeah.
see those for free.
Not just anybody gets to see them unless they ask.
Oh.
Manners go a long way.
You got boobies? Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
yeah,
good
cool.
luck to
I'm
you.
excited. I'm excited to see what you look like with the old shit. Have you ever done it ever in your life?
No, not once.
I mean, had sex.
Oh.
What if the second it's done, you immediately regret it?
Well, so I thought about that yesterday. And here's the thing, Corliss. It'll grow back slowly, but it'll grow back, right?
That is how hair works, sure.
So,
And
like-
you wear a hat 99%
Yeah,
of the
I wear
time
a hat
anyway.
all the time.
The freedom of not having to wear a hat has been just one of the great pleasures.
No, yeah, I like wearing a hat. Though.
I used to like wearing hats. Now I'm glad I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel that I am getting to the point where my nose is getting bigger, though. You know how old people, their noses keep growing?
Oh.
My grandpa looked like Pinocchio by the end.
I'm sure he used that a lot to his advantage.
I'm sure, I'm sure to the ladies.
Oh, that was a dramatic coffee sip after a Pinocchio penis joke.
Were you sipping?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, I'm sure he used that to his advantage a lot later in his life or whatever.
Oh, man. I'm sorry I missed it. That was a good one.
Thanks,
Oh,
man.
Yeah, you got to give yourself a brilliant for that one, Saucy.
Oh, a genius.
Genius.
Okay.
Even better.
Got it.
Quickly, before 8 o'clock, we lost one of our most reliable golf bettors because they haven't been paid yet.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy just said he's out.
He's out for this week.
Well, Parrish and Rosie still haven't paid him.
Yeah.
Well,
Parrish makes sense. He doesn't know what day it is.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
but I mean, that's not a reason not to do it.
Still should do it, right?
That's an excuse.
Well, he's
Yes.
working all
He's
day.
working.
Yeah, he's in New York all week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Rosie just hasn't paid Tommy yet.
It's
I know, and it's $25, and there's Venmo.
Right.
You just get it over with the day that it happens.
fast cash. What is it? Fast cash makes fast friends.
It's not that hard, right?
Lonely women make good lovers.
Wow.
Venmo him.
Is that your tattoo?
No, I'm Chris. Tattoo's the guy from Fantasy Island.
The plane.
Right. You know him.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Genius.
Thank you.
Yeah, just pay Tommy back. So Tommy's threatening, or is he actually out?
I
He's-
just think
we'll talk him into it by tomorrow.
He
We'll
doesn't
get
wanna do
back
it.
in.
He's working all week in New York, and I think at 8 o'clock when we do it in New York, that's 9, and I think that's when people start doing business.
Yeah.
And I
He's
think
got to get up and get his scooch all stretched out.
But he should be paid $50.
Not hard.
We should have, I know I've said this before, but it's a month basically between golf bets.
And then what happens?
If you don't pay somebody, you're out. But we need the people so they're in.
So how you going to punish
Way to
him?
draw a fine line.
I mean, we could do it where
How about for every day that goes by that you don't pay him is another $1 you got to pay him? I kind of like that.
I'm fine with that.
Is that genius?
My God.
You like the juice?
Were you working on the ladies?
It sometimes works on the ladies.
You want more juice?
I'd like a little bit.
Yeah, the juice starts every day you don't pay.
Yeah, man. Let's do some juicing.
It's $1 a day.
But when's the start? The Monday after the tournament?
That's right.
Yeah, it's if you haven't paid by Monday, you owe $26.
That's right. And then 27 and so on. So how much money do they owe him now?
Oh, my God. Probably 100? No, it hasn't been 75 days. Let me check here. Check here, Craig. I'd be a horrible bookie. When was the...
You should read a bookie once in a while.
You should read a bookie.
How is that not brilliant?
That's funny.
Oh, thanks.
That was a funny though.
Yeah, that was his knee jerk response to just hate everything I say. But then he realized, okay, it's not that bad. Making fun of my inability to read. I get it.
What are you looking at? Are you counting days?
He's actually counting the days.
Oh, now you screwed me up.
No, God did.
2.
Genius.
3.
Okay,
I
hang
got
on.
another genius. God, that's like 6 geniuses already this
9.
morning. I'm on a roll.
You're Albert Einstein this morning.
12,
I am.
13, 14, 1, 18, 19, 20.
ABC.
1, 2, 3.
It's $23 that they would owe him. So $48.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Thought they'd
Right?
gone down a little bit.
No.
Yeah, I can't implement it starting
No,
Well,
but
we have
last
to.
month. But
We
in the
have to.
future, I think that's fine.
Okay, cool, whatever. I'm in.
we're adding juice to it.
Whoa.
Hey.
Juice.
You like the juice?
Yeah, man. You got to pay. It's Venmo. It's not 1960 anymore.
Hey, what's wrong 1960, bish?
I hope not.
I'm gonna owe you $500.
Well played.
I'm gonna owe you $500 for the Oilers.
Yep.
Because the Panthers are gonna win.
You're going to owe me.
I'm gonna owe you another 100 probably because of the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, can you...
And so far, by the way, through 20 plus events at the WSOP, no Minnesota bracelets.
Oh, how did Kat do?
She finished 8th.
Oh, okay.
So you're in line to win $700 for me.
Yeah, can you pay me some of that in cash so I don't have to pay taxes on Venmo?
What?
If it's over $600, you have to pay taxes on it. Isn't that the bit?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
So if you could pay me...
Why wouldn't I just pay you
Hey, why don't you just
550 with one
pay
and
taxes?
then 150 with the second one?
I don't mind paying taxes, but I don't want to pay taxes on a bet I won. What is this? I think it's $600.
America?
I've never heard that.
I thought that was a bit.
I mean, you might be right. I've never heard that. No idea.
Which one are you most confident in that I'm going to win? The basketball?
First to die.
I don't know.
I'm up there.
No.
No idea.
You're going down there.
But if I do owe you $700, I might just.
That's not a genius.
I might let it sit for 4 or 5 days and just pay you $705 just to make you wait.
Or just pay me when you want.
Yeah, just $1 a day.
Yeah, pay me when you
I
want.
might take a week and pay you $707. Who knows?
Pay me at the next golf bet.
7-11.
Pay me when we bring it up on the air.
Yeah.
What the hell was I just rapping? 7-11.
Back though, Little Joe.
Yeah, what is that from?
That's isn't that?
Say it was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. Yeah. I
Look at
blanked
me.
on it for a second. Look at you.
Look at me.
What?
Don't act like you. Well, you know what? You're not one of us.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, I wish you were cooler.
I ain't cool, man.
Whatever, man. I thought it was genius.
Genius.
Thank you. All right, good first segment, guys.
Yeah, I thought it was solid.
Way to go.
Wait, so have we decided on our the
Breath
juice for the
Ooh.
golf?
I mean, as long as
Yeah,
everybody
I thought we
agrees
said
to it, I
yes.
think that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
We have 11.
Hey, you know how they give away suckers at banks, like for kids, right? Those little
yeah.
the dum-dums.
Joseph
Right.
A. Banks?
I was at a bank yesterday, and I was wheeling and dealing, you know.
That's what you do at banks.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to give you this. You give me that.
And I look over to the right, and there's a grown man. I bet he was in his 50s, maybe 60s.
Oh, please tell me he's masturbating.
Triple dum-dumming it.
And he's quitting smoking.
One out the left side of his mouth, one out the right side of his mouth, and one out the middle.
Yeah, he just
3 dum-dums, same time. Sticks, S-T-I-C-K-S, in each direction.
He was just showing off for the gentleman behind the counter.
That bastard.
He was triple dum-dumming it.
They all had wrappers on when he put them in his mouth, too.
Like DMX?
That bastard is quitting chewing. That's what that guy's doing.
He's just got an oral fixation.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as an adult, you can do one at a time. He was triple dum-dumming it.
Man,
that's a baller
crazy.
move,
He's
man.
quitting chewing,
That's
for
a
sure.
baller move.
He needs that oral
today.
fixation ASAP.
You know what sucks is I'll never see that guy again, but I wish I could stop time and just go, are you doing this because you're stopping or trying to stop chewing?
Yeah.
I'm just
Just
getting
to see if
started
you were
chewing,
right,
man.
Man,
I'll
don't
say.
ever start. It's one of the hardest things to quit.
What?
I wish I never.
Chewing the...
Oh, no, you can do that.
My sources say you should start.
No, I do that.
Probably shouldn't chew on it.
Yeah, don't chew on it.
Hey, you know,
Have you
I
ever
like
done
what I
it?
like.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Hey.
What are you looking at?
Guess.
Let me guess. What's that one website? The Chive?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
My golly.
You really did.
Because every time I use that computer, one of the first websites to look up is the Chive. It's like bookmarked.
That was huge like a decade ago. Is that still a thing?
Well, you know what's huge on there right now? These hots. Oh, look at Lordy. Oh, hey-oh.
Hey.
The Chive.
He loves it.
Howard
why you
Trip
guys get
Morning
from
Show.
Chive.
After this on the Fan.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Hey, it's Tired Tuesday. I know. We got some rain probably coming. You know, red sky at night, sailor's light, red sky, blah, blah, blah. I already said that once, but it's pretty red on my way in. We might get a little storming today. I don't know, though. What do I know? I'm no weatherman. I'm no Alex Trebek. Am I right? Anybody? Hello?
No, I don't think you're Alex Trebek at all.
I think
Not
you did a very,
Canadian.
very nice breakdown of the weather earlier.
What about you, AJ?
I don't gag very easily.
Oh,
bragging.
wow. I don't know. What does that have to do with the weather?
Ain't got nothing to do with me, buddy.
I love that.
I know
wow.
you do, Jerry. I know.
Jeez.
Jerry loves it. Jerry found him a man.
Easy, buddy.
I got a documentary recommendation for you fellas.
Oh.
It's almost like somebody just wrote this documentary or made this documentary for me.
Oh, for you? Okay.
2024. Netflix. It's brand new. It's called How to Rob a Bank.
Holy ma.
I saw that.
That got my attention, so I clicked on it, and then I got hooked. It's like an hour and a half. The only reason I like it a ton, and it was fine. It was like a very solid documentary. The guy flat out admits that Point Break inspired him to want to rob banks.
Oh, no kidding.
And I'm like,
God.
this
That's
is me. And him and his accomplices, because they did it for about 5 years, 4 years later, watched the movie Heat and started thinking about other things. They were watching movies to try to go, is that how they do it? Should we worry about this? What about that? Should we think about this? They were learning from films and adjusting.
Wow.
But his whole lifestyle, the main guy's lifestyle was a lot like Bodie. He was like a free spirit and wanted to chase adrenaline rushes and just wanted to see if he could do it. It's freaking Bodie. And they show about 7 Point Break clips.
Wow. And you loved every second of it.
Yeah, he was dealing meth, and then his meth game ended. And he's like, now we don't have any money. How are we going to make money? But he loved the movie Point Break so much. He goes, maybe we should just rob banks.
All right.
And
I'll
then
watch
for
it.
years, they couldn't catch him.
Sweet.
I always think that's crazy that people like, it's not just one big bank heist, you know, it's like a career thing. They do several. That's just so crazy to me that they have like a system that works that well.
Yeah, it must be like that. It was so easy.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we do it again?
Yeah, but that's as you see in the documentary, that's what's really interesting is they didn't know what they were doing. So the first handful were kind of clumsy and amateurish, but then they just started learning from their mistakes and kind of figured it out. And what I thought was maybe the most interesting part from an investigative perspective is when they were robbing banks and taking $7K out or $13K out, they didn't get anybody's attention really. But once they went to the vault, we learned that in Point Break, right? Bodie says never go to the vault because it takes too much time. Once they went to the vault and scored like $300K, well, now the FBI.
It's a lot of Ks.
They got their attention, and it's like, what are we dealing with here?
Yeah.
And then the chase begins.
Man.
It's an hour and a half.
Duly noted. I didn't know that I forgot about that. Don't go to the vault.
Yeah, don't go to the vault.
All right.
Remember at the end of Point Break, he's like, we're going to the vault, and everybody's screaming. I thought you said never go to the vault. He's like, we're going for it.
Yeah, he wants to get caught.
And spoiler alert, it does not go well.
He's not coming.
He's not coming back.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, you said?
Netflix, yep. How to Rob a Bank.
How many episodes?
Just one. Hour and a half.
Sweet. All right, that's perfect.
And it's one of those, it didn't need 6 episodes, right? Could they have taken each robbery and made it longer? Sure.
Yeah.
But it's more about just, how did he get away with it for 4 or 5 years?
Did they hurt anybody?
No, but they talk about
pop music.
They talk about the trauma that, when you stick a gun in somebody's face, that sticks with you. So the guys that were a part of the crew are truly kind of remorseful about that, going like, look, we didn't even think about that aspect of it. We were just trying to get money.
Yeah.
We didn't want to hurt anybody, but we didn't think of the shrapnel. God, I love that word lately.
Sometimes you got to break some eggs to make some omelets.
Sure. Well said.
Isn't that what they say? You got to break a few eggs to make a few omelets, man.
Yeah,
that sounds sweet.
If in the first 5 minutes, though, if in the first 5 minutes they hadn't clearly said that this guy was inspired by Point Break, I don't know if I would have watched it, but I was like, all right, this guy's speaking to me. I wanted to be Bodie as well. I wanted to rob banks. I have for 30 years. Let's see how this son of a bitch got away with it.
Yeah. I think you're just waiting and watching and wondering why.
Double waiting.
I just don't even know how possible it is anymore. By the end of this documentary, in this mid-90s, the technology had already made it really tough to rob banks.
Yeah.
Because they had 15 different ways to stop bank robberies. In 2024, I don't even know if it's remotely possible with cell phones and cameras and all the different technology. I don't know. I have no idea.
You're going to have to take it international.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe some other country.
That's something that Bodie would have done.
Yeah.
Right? Bells Beach.
In Point Break 4.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, but he's not coming back.
No, he's dead. Oh. Get him when he comes back in. He's not coming.
Now, will your wife watch a non-murder documentary?
Of course. She'll watch that, yeah.
It depends. I mean, what's she going to think about your haircut?
She'll like my haircut.
Okay.
How do you know?
Because she loves me regardless of what I look like.
Well, that's abundantly clear.
Oh, okay. You're not Perfect Bear.
Perfect Bear?
Perfect. He is a perfect bear.
Perfect Bear was one of those.
That's Zach.
Care Bear, right?
Yeah, one of the Care Bears. Exactly. Perfect Bear.
Yeah. The Care Bear is still a thing?
I don't know.
Kids care about Care Bears?
Oh, sure. They love them.
All right. Are you still on that website?
Don't worry about it.
Sauce, if you're on the fence on watching How to Rob a Bank, there is actual male nudity in it. Full frontal male nudity, so buckle up.
Why do I care about you? Whoa.
It sounded like you just said no S.
Yeah.
Well, no S!
That's what you said.
Well, that's a horse of a different color.
Come on in. Yeah, they have home movies of this guy hanging out in a treehouse in Washington. And there's nudity. I'm like, all right, I don't know if that needed to be in there, but sure, whatever.
Well,
gratuitous nudity.
Like schlong?
Oh, yeah. So this hair better look good if you're going to watch this documentary with Kel Sauce. You better look good today.
Yeah.
All right, the Stanley Cup Final is not going my way. Florida's running away with it. We'll do front page sports after this on The Fan.
Hey, come on, it's the Bowers Morning Show. Here we go. I'm gonna give you some sports news right now, cause I know you just woke up and you hate your life, but it's gonna be okay, cause it's gonna rain anyway. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Diddle diddle.
Time now
now for
Sorry,
Front
I
Page
ran out of
Sports.
words.
You're in.
Presented
This is
by
almost spit out
Holiday
my
Station
cup.
Stores.
Try the new
Thank you,
Lightning
Holiday.
Blast flavor of Gatorade at Holiday. At Holiday, for a limited time, you can buy 2 Gatorades and get 1 free. Like
did
that
that.
Lightning Blast flavor.
I did that
You got the Lightning Blast?
last night.
And?
I love it.
Pretty good?
Have you not had it yet?
Haven't had it yet.
Oh, yeah, you're going to like it. It's a special
Is that
flavor.
right?
Is it like Baja Blast?
I feel a little cherry to it. But
Is
I don't
that
know.
right?
I don't know. It's just me.
The old mystery flavor.
That's what I
Hell yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
Anyway, Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Buy 2 Gatorades, get 1 free.
Thanks,
at our
little
friends
dude.
at Holiday.
Little dude, little. Oh, that's Flavor Flav.
That's Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
The Panthers beat the Oilers 4-1. They score 4 unanswered goals, and they are now 2 wins away from their first Stanley Cup.
Hell yeah, man.
They look
Leon
unstoppable.
Draisaitl knocked out Florida's Alexander Barkov out of the game, and I don't know, Ben Maller's show overnight. I didn't see the actual play. They were saying that Draisaitl might get suspended for it. That's how bad a couple of them thought it was.
Oh,
I didn't see
it's
it.
over for you then.
Yeah.
He's their second best player, right?
Right behind
Draisaitl, yeah.
Shane Gillis.
Man, that guy's funny.
The Panthers lead 2-0, and when there is a 2-0 lead in the final, the team that leads 2-0 is 49-5 all time.
Sweet, man. Good for me.
That is really good for you.
Go Florida.
How much to get out of it right now?
I'm not good at negotiating.
You're not good at negotiating,
No.
or you're not going to?
No, I'm not
Like if
good
I
at
gave you 150, would you take it?
Here's some money.
How about 155?
No.
Here's some money.
I'd take 475.
Okay, take it easy.
Yeah, you're bad at negotiating
Yeah.
because that would make no sense. I'd rather just give you the extra 25.
I mean, it's over.
Yeah, they're in big trouble.
Yeah, it's over.
Real bad.
Yeah, Florida looks unstoppable.
Dan Hurley decided to stay at the University of Connecticut and not go to the Los Angeles Lakers. He reportedly turned down a 6-year, $70 million offer that would have made him a top 6 NBA coach in terms of salary. He's going to go back and chase back-to-back-to-back national titles at UConn.
Do you think some of this is he couldn't get a straight answer on if LeBron is going to be back on the team?
You know what I read? For real, this is a true statement what I'm about to say. I read that they lowballed him.
That the 6 years, 70 wasn't enough?
That was a lowball offer and that they were offended. So he said no.
Wow.
Really?
Anybody else read that?
No, I didn't see that part. Wow.
Did you call lowball?
Yeah, hold on. I'll call him beep, bop, boop. Yeah, radio for 5 people.
Yeah,
love
first
it.
try, he got it.
It's so good. But yeah, I didn't read that, but
Maybe I dreamt it.
Wow. Yeah, it says that they would have made him one of the 6 highest paid coaches in the NBA, but I guess he thought he
wanted to be
deserved
number 1?
more. Yeah. Probably a
Well,
leverage thing.
Now what do the Lakers do?
I mean, they go back to JJ Redick.
Maybe
But
they let LeBron coach.
I don't even know if LeBron's going to be there. Because
Supposedly he's going to test out free agency.
right, and if his son goes to Phoenix, which I think has the second best odds,
The University
behind-
of Phoenix?
Yeah, online. I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. NBA offseason is sweet.
But even if LeBron would have stayed 1 more year or 2 more years, we said this a day or two ago, that if Dan Hurley's going to jump from UConn to the Lakers, I want to know where we're going after LeBron.
Yeah, good
because
point.
he's almost at the end of his career. So it's not like you're getting LeBron in his prime. Then it's a no-brainer. It's go get a 6-year deal and coach LeBron in his prime. This is the end of his career, whether it's a year or 2 or however much time he has left.
The very end.
So if I'm taking a 6-year deal, what does years 3 through 6 look like? What's the plan?
Good question.
Right.
And but maybe that wasn't even the thing. If Chris's story is right, if the rumor is that this just wasn't enough, that forget being in the top 6, I want to be in the top 1 or 2, or I'm not leaving UConn. Maybe that was what he wanted.
Yeah. You know, I'm not sportio enough to have made that up. Somebody help me find that. I know I read that somewhere this morning, but I got an hour and a half of sleep last night. So.
That's all right. I believe you, man. I also think, though, that when it comes down to it, it's very weird that you would turn down one of, like, the 4 marquee jobs in sports, right? Like, who's the best college football coach? Hawk, you watch college football. Who's the best college football coach?
Scooch Magoon.
Like, if Scooch Magoon was offered the Dallas Cowboys job, be tough to say no to, right?
Yeah, Scooch is a college guy.
I mean, you said no to maybe the best job in basketball. I don't know.
They do also fire people after every year and a half.
That's
though.
LeBron. LeBron fires all those people because he doesn't want to work with them. And if he's going to hand pick J.J. Redick, that's not going to work.
Okay, just once in my life. This is kind of the anti-Bodie. Just once in my life, I want to turn down a $70 million offer.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I'm never going to do that.
That's my point. Is it doesn't even matter. Like if they would have said, you're not gonna be the UConn coach anymore. We're gonna give you $70 million, but you got to come to what is it called? Not Staples Center, Crypto.com or whatever.
Yeah.
You got to sell peanuts in the upper deck.
Whoa.
PEANUTS. Peanuts.
Flop that bastard out.
And I'd say, I'm just gonna be like Wally the beer guy in LA. Yeah, but $70 million. I'd go. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I just want to turn down $70 million.
Yeah.
Once, but mean it. I want I don't want the offer to be fake. I want a real offer on the table and say no, thank you.
Yeah, no thanks.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Bye.
I think people are saying that it was a lowball offer, but I don't know if Dan Hurley himself said it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true, Saucy. Like it's the Lakers, regardless if LeBron is there or not. Like you're the Lakers. Somebody's going to come along eventually, but you still were like, nah, I'm going to stay at UConn.
Like it'd be tough to turn down the Knicks job, right? It'd be tough to. Yeah, it's weird. The Yankees, like if the Yankees came calling, you were like, I don't know. I got a guy on hold for Butsum. White walls.
For Butsum?
For Butsum.
You got some guy on hold about the white walls?
That's what he says. White wall tires, right?
I got a guy on hold about some white walls.
Right, Hogs?
Oh, think about it. Get back to you.
Yeah, white walls are tires.
Yeah,
right, Hogs?
They're tires. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He doesn't want to do it.
Wait, that's your major league impression?
He'd rather work at a tire shop.
Do it again, though?
I don't know.
You're going to have to go back and listen to the podcast. You will be shocked to hear how much that sounds like just your voice.
Yeah, I know. But I kind of sound like that guy.
That's kind of my point.
He'd rather work at Dan's Tire World than coach the Indians. That's how bad they are. I love that movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're at a job that pays you millions of dollars. Somebody else offers you probably close to double right before he gets a raise from UConn. But something like that, right? Maybe close.
Right.
I think he's making like 6, so maybe not quite double. But, well, actually, no, probably would be double. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And you say no, and you're going to get a raise from UConn, but not as much as you just got offered.
Right.
You still say no.
He inked a 6-year, $32.1 million deal last year.
Right. So that's little, 5.5 a year?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
He must love UConn.
Man, the traffic's got to be better there.
Yeah.
True that.
I don't know anybody that's ever been to Connecticut.
You know, it's weird. I've never been up there, dude. You been to Connecticut?
I've never been.
Well, when I went and saw Maury, that's where Maury's filmed, is in Connecticut.
No.
So I didn't get to actually see the city or the state or anything like that, but I was technically in Connecticut. Yeah, it's filmed in I think Stamford. Yeah, it's like Maury, Jerry, Steve Wilkos, all in the same building, just different days.
Wonder why.
They pick you up in New York and shuttle you on over to Connecticut.
Is that
right?
That's pretty crazy. Did not know that.
I didn't either.
One of the best days of my life.
I know. And he ain't exaggerating. He loved it.
I know. That would be cool.
The exhilaration of just booing baby daddies
You do
in
love
real
to
life.
boo.
Yeah.
Seeing actual TV shows being filmed is kind of cool.
Right?
I saw the Jimmy Fallon show when it was the late night show before he took over on the Tonight Show.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cameron Diaz was the guest. It was pretty cool.
I saw TCL.
Well, how was
with
it?
Ben Lieber and Elizabeth Reese? Yeah, for sure.
Wait,
I watched some of it
TTCL?
yesterday.
Is that the X-rated version?
Yeah. Who was on it?
Who was on when I was there?
Yeah.
Collective Soul.
Are you still on the Chive?
Collectives.
He's still
Yeah,
on the
he's
Chive.
reading an article called 90s Bands You Might Have Forgotten.
Yeah.
I like
Collective
90s.
Soul Wales, right, Hogs?
Yeah, Collective Soul Whales.
Yeah. He's still looking at the Chive.
Don't worry about what I'm doing with my time.
All right.
Do you like chives?
Yeah, man.
Chives are good, yeah. On a baked potato?
That's a waste of time. They're like sesame seeds.
Yeah.
You can't taste them.
Oh, sorry, Emerald.
Bam.
Brilliant.
Hey, thanks.
The Steelers gave
got one
Mike
before
Tomlin
Cory did.
an extension through 2027. That's a 3-year extension. He is entering his 18th season as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He has been 500 or better all 17 seasons.
That is incredible.
But has not won a postseason game since 2016, which is why people weren't 100% sure that they were going to keep rolling with Tomlin. He's 0-4 in the playoffs in the last 8 years. But he's the third coach, in Steelers history, right? They just don't fire people there. And they've had basically 3 Hall of Fame coaches, but you have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields as your 2 guys now to get you to 500 or better. Last year he did it with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph or whoever the hell it was.
He had David Goliath.
And David Goliath.
Man, that's a clever name.
Oh, what do you mean?
I don't know. Is his middle name Versus?
That's dumb.
It's not that stupid. You got to admit, that's kind of clever.
That's dumb.
If Zach had said it, Cory would have been like, my God, that should be in the Joke Hall of Fame.
Joke Hall of Fame?
The Choke Hall. No, your sister's in the Choke Hall.
She's not a quitter.
My God.
You're God.
What? No, I'm too ugly to be God.
We'll do what really matters after this. Scores and stats around the world of sports. There are a bunch of stories we didn't get to that we will. And then Chris will change your life with something more interesting.
You're damn right I will. You're damn right, Cory.
That's next.
Hailed as the nicest man in stand-up, 2021 Grammy-nominated comedian Nate Bargatze is headed to the State Fair Grandstand. See him on the Be Funny Tour when he takes the stage on Saturday, August 24th. Limited tickets are still available. For more info and to secure your tickets today, head over to KFAN.com, keyword calendar. But caller 11 right now will secure yourself a pair of tickets as well as State Fair admission tickets. Call 800-320-5326 right now.
Hey, Christopher, you've been in a band for what? Almost 40 years?
Yeah,
Almost.
15. Yeah, when I was 15, I joined my first band, yep.
Did you ever have a tour that had a name? Because name and tour sounds like it would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had tour T-shirts, so I guess, but they were all just named after whatever album you were touring on.
Right.
Like the Set Free Tour, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
The North Country Tour. So, no, I guess not really.
Not a tour name that didn't have to do directly with the album you were supporting.
Right. Why you ask?
I don't know, because the Be Funny Tour for Nate Bargatze's, I think, kind of a terrible name, but it doesn't matter what he calls it. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's probably some inside joke, right? Somebody told him to be funny at some point in his life. There's probably a story attached to it. I'm just wondering why he called it that. And I thought, man, I want to name tours.
Yeah. His best record's Full-Time Clown. Or Full-Time Magic, I should say. Because his dad moved from being a clown to being a magician. It's so
brilliant.
good.
He's super funny.
So good.
And opens for him, right? So is his dad going to be at the State Fair?
I don't know if he still does
His
that or
dad
not.
opens for him?
Yeah.
He did for a while. I don't know if he still does.
That's funny.
That's cool.
After the show, by the way, Cory, give me like 5 minutes of your time. I want to play you the Hawkfest version of Stinkfist that we did.
Oh, right on.
It's cool.
I can't believe how good it sounds.
Yeah.
One of the greatest songs of all time.
It is, and man, the guys just killed it.
It's
just
really good.
killed it. It's so much fun.
Awesome.
But right now, I can't do it.
That's what really
I gotta
matters,
do what
right?
really matters.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta
It's
tell
brought to
people
you
some
by
info.
our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com.
Oh,
Check out their lumber yard. They'll help you.
Yeah.
CatalystSupplyCo.com.
Throw some lumber around.
Well, don't throw it around at Catalyst.
Okay.
Right?
Don't do that.
That's not your wood until you pay for it.
All right.
Tie down.
You know? All right, I do scores and stats. You do something else. The Twins beat the Rockies 5-0. Chris Paddock, 6 1/3, 6 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts. Look it up on your phone. Royce Lewis continues to hit home runs. That's his 4th home run in 7 games this season. He hit a 2-run home run in the 8th. He went 2 for 4. The Twins are 35-31. The Rockies are terrible at 23-43. Cleveland didn't play yesterday. The Royals lost to the Yankees 4-2. So the Twins are 8 games behind Cleveland, 3.5 games still behind Kansas City.
They're starting to come around, Chubsy.
Another game against the Rockies tonight at 6:40. Louis Varland for the Twins. What really matters is this.
There exists an impactful cave painting in Argentina. It's at least 9,000 years old. And it is an entire wall of silhouettes of human hands. And we will never, ever know why. Imagine that. I
Fascinating.
wonder what that son of a bitch was doing. I wonder if he was a serial killer and he collected hands
Yeah.
and he painted them on his wall because they get gross and stinky after. Why can't keep them in your cave? You live there.
Or hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
What if 9,000 years ago, which
Yes, sir.
I don't know if that math adds up, the Earth's only 6,000 years old.
I understand what you're saying.
But let's say,
Brilliant.
I'll suspend disbelief and say 9,000 years ago in Argentina, that the Nate Bargatze Be Funny equivalent was the guy who could do hand silhouettes.
Right?
Yeah, well said.
And you can't go on tour because
Yeah.
you got to set up shop in a cave. And,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
so his touring was basically like, all right, it's dinner time. Let's kill that woolly mammoth.
Yep.
I don't know if that timeline works out. Then we'll eat like kings. And then I'll do my bid. And they're like, oh, God, we've seen you do the hand silhouette so many times.
Do anything else?
And then
Yeah,
the guy
the
starts
hand
saying
bit
things like,
doesn't
yeah, it's
play.
starting to fade. It's not getting a raucous applause anymore. But then he just, every day, for months, does the hand silhouette. And now 9,000 years later, we're asking, I wonder why they did the hand silhouette.
Yeah.
Was it like
Yeah.
art? Was it just,
Yeah.
what was it? I wonder what he was doing. Maybe he was just the meat
Yeah.
sauce of 9,000 years ago.
Maybe,
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, mine's.
What's your
not-
theory?
Yeah,
mine's
please
not
give us
fun.
your theory.
No, you have a
Please.
theory. Go.
Please.
My theory?
Yes.
My theory is it's a visual joke. Can I do it?
Oh, this would be great.
Hockey can explain it. He's good at explaining. My theory is the guy liked to do this.
Okay, so he put one hand on the cave wall while he used his other hand to.
Hammer himself or pee. Because, sometimes you're tired and when you pee and you just want to put your hand up.
But then why was it leaving a silhouette?
Because he was doing it a long time. He had incredible stamina.
How was the
the Peter
silhouette
North
being
of 9,000
created,
years
though,
ago.
if his other hand was being used?
I don't know what a silhouette is. It's not a bad theory. It's not zero.
I like it.
Thanks, Maxo.
I was going to say it might have been that back in the day, faces weren't that big of a deal. Everybody was identified by their hand. So when you came to get a portrait done, it was of your hand. So that's everybody in his neighborhood.
That is way more likely than
Yeah.
Sauce's theory.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Thank you.
I like Hog's Daddy's theory
Thank
better.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do like the serial killer theory, too.
Yeah.
Or what about just every woman that he impregnated said, hey,
Man.
I got to know which ones of yous are mine.
Yeah.
So put your hand up there
Yeah.
so I can try to identify you later because
Yeah.
I can't tell most of you apart. None of you have bathed in months.
Yeah. Boy, you all smell bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know which ones of these kids are mine.
Yeah.
I'm like the 9,000 year ago Argentinian Warren Jeffs. I'm very confused.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
There's a
guy
war on Jeffs.
sucks.
I wish that guy lived 9,000 years ago.
Maybe he did.
No, I wish that guy never lived.
Oh.
That's true. It's a good
That guy
point.
sucks.
Okay.
NBA Finals Game 3 Wednesday in Dallas with the Boston Celtics, leading 2-0. Games at 7:30 on DraftKings. Though Dallas is the favorite for Game 3. I guess the bettors think that Dallas is going to find a way to win at least one at home. Dallas is a 1.5 point favorite on DraftKings. The over/under is 213. How many games do you think this thing's going to go?
5.
So you think they're going to win one?
Yeah.
Do you think it will be tomorrow night?
No, I think it'll be the next game.
So you think they are down 3-0? They go Timberwolves on it and find one game
They'll
to not
win
get
one.
the
Yep.
the
They'll
sweep.
get gentlemanly swept.
Okay.
Maxo?
Yeah, it all hinges on tomorrow night. I mean, if they can win tomorrow night, then they'll be back believing. But obviously, if they lose, then it's over. So Luka just needs some help, man, from Kyrie, from PJ Washington, from anybody. Nobody is helping him out. Well, and they're also not helping themselves out because they can't make their own free throws. So the Celtics are just the better team, man. But the Mavericks have the best player, so they still have a chance, but Luka's going to need a lot of help, man. It's looking pretty dicey for them right now.
What really matters is this.
Only one species of frog actually goes ribbit, but it's become a national and global cliche because that frog resides in Hollywood and was used for all the sound effects in movies and TV.
Wow.
There are 4 of us in these 2 rooms. Only one of us knew that fact because one of us loves frogs.
I do love frogs.
Did you know that?
I did not. But over the weekend, we were up north for my Aunt Shelley's 70th birthday.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you were there, Hawk. And a bunch of people, we were out sitting by the lake, and there's this huge toad. Everybody freaked out, except for me.
It was a toad.
And then I picked it up, and I moved it to a safe spot. Everybody freaked out. They're like, why would you touch that?
Did you kiss it?
It's just a toad. Relax.
What is the difference between a frog and a toad?
Frogs can swim, toads can't.
Great story.
Brilliant bastard. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
You are a brilliant
toads
bastard.
swim? I just Googled, can toads swim? And the very first response is absolutely toads can swim.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because you're not supposed to that's like turtles. There's like a species of turtles that you can't throw back in the water because they don't swim.
Well, then you better not be throwing them back in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, if they couldn't swim, what the hell were they doing in the water?
So, yeah, I guess toads
This
can
says
swim.
absolutely toads can swim. It is a common misconception that these terrestrial critters can't handle water, but they're more capable than most people think. They might not spend as much time in the water as their frog cousins, yet they've got the skills to manage when they need to.
Oh.
So they don't do it on purpose, but if they have to, they can get it done.
Well, I just didn't want to throw the bastard back in the lake, so I just put him
He would have
off
figured it out.
I put him off in a nice spot.
Good work.
But toads are bumpy, kind of like Hawk's wiener.
Listen, man, I am as God made me.
Yeah.
And some
handsome. Is that what
filthy
you said?
hoe bags I met in California.
Man, you are a hoe bag.
Oh, thanks.
You were the hoe bag, right?
Yeah, well,
you didn't care.
Duly noted.
All right, so here, add this to the list of things that we think that we're going to do, but we're never going to do. Like the wine tasting with John O'Jampa to try to see if you can tell the difference between like a $150 glass of wine and a $10 glass of wine. That's number one. And then the other one we got to do is find a whole bunch of pictures of toads and frogs and see if you can tell the difference between toads and frogs.
Well, it's easy.
I couldn't. I don't know what the difference is.
It's easy. Toads have short, stumpy legs. Frogs have long legs. And I didn't count on you Googling all of this.
Do toads have short, stumpy legs?
I mean, I don't know if that's the scientific term.
Sure it is.
Toads have stumpy hind legs and move in short hops.
Look at you.
Take that.
Bitchin'.
Ooh.
Take that, hot dog breath.
Toad Dundee.
While many frogs and toads look similar, there are some differences. For example, frogs typically have long, strong hind legs that aid them in leaping, while toads have shorter hind legs.
Oh, wow. Paul was right. That's a miracle.
You know your toads.
I do.
And frogs.
I like frogs.
It's your favorite animal.
It is. Don't harm frogs or toads. Don't harm any animal, but...
Don't tell me what to do.
What about snakes?
Yeah, no, run them over with tanks. Snakes are disgusting.
The U.S. Open is this week.
Hell yeah.
Scotty Scheffler is a freakish favorite this week. Plus 300 right now on DraftKings. That's 3-1. Xander and Rory are next at 11-1. That's the gap between one and everybody else. 3-1 all the way down to 11-1. Then Morikawa is fourth.
It's the
That's
highest
14-1.
since Tiger in 2009 for odds to win a major. And Cory and I were talking about this off the air. The over-under for where Scotty Scheffler will finish is 4.5.
That's insane.
That's insane. But yeah, you can bet that. I think he said it's on DraftKings. You can bet Scotty Scheffler's over-under at 4.5. Like, I think he's I think he's minus 300 to be a top 10 finisher. Everybody else in that category is plus numbers. Mm-hmm. He's a minus. Jeez. That's how good he is.
He just doesn't implode.
He's the best ball striker of all time. That's why he's
Your
always
dad's a strong top 5, though.
What's he good at?
Draymond Green's up there, too.
Striking some balls.
Whose balls does my dad strike?
Whoever's I tell him to.
Oh, is he your servant?
Sometimes.
I wish I had a butler.
Yeah.
Do laundry, get me chicken fingers, turn on poker.
But I don't think you'd let your butler do your
Strike
laundry.
balls.
You're
That is
weird
true.
about your laundry.
Yep.
Wait, you're weird about laundry, too?
Yeah.
Well, like, I don't
want.
I don't
go
like to
live.
lay it out. I go straight from the old dryer to hanging it up on the old. Like I don't want it. I don't want to lay it out and pile it up and have it sit there for hours. It goes. When it gets on the old rack in the closet, it is still piping hot.
Wow. So you stand there and wait for the dryer to end, and then
As soon as it beeps, I go up and take it out and hang it immediately.
Wow. You're weird.
Yep.
I'm glad you admit it, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm very aware. What really matters is this.
Hugh Hefner had 2 kids born in the 50s and 2 kids born in the 90s.
Wow. Pimping ain't easy, man.
Oh, I think it is.
That's a late start.
Yeah.
Dang. Yikes. Look those kids up for a second here. Didn't one of them take over Playboy at some point?
Yeah, what was his name, Hawk?
Lion Tamer Hernandez.
Wow. He changed his last name, too?
Well, he's embarrassed.
4 kids, including Christy and Cooper. Cooper was born in 1991.
How awesome would that be to be Hugh Hefner's kid?
You're pretty good.
I mean, financially, to be sweet.
Yeah, he has worked as the chief creative officer and chief of global partnerships at Playboy.
Yeah. I'm chief of cleavage inspection.
Careful. Careful.
What? I got a job.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, part-time.
Oh.
So his mom was Kimberly Conrad Hefner.
Oh, yeah.
Whose cleavage do you check, Hawk?
Kimberly Conrad Hefner's.
Anybody who's got it?
Oh. Well, then get on over here.
She was Playboy Playmate of the Year in 1989.
Yeah, mighty fine.
And then 2 years later had one of Hefner's kids. Actually, technically 2 then, because the other gal, too. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Matters to me.
That is true. So the PWHL draft was last night.
Yeah.
The gals had what, pick 3 and something like pick 9.
Who'd they take, Hawk?
I haven't seen yet. I know that they had some people high on their list.
Yeah, like? Do you think Martin Moisture does PWHL draft analysis?
I don't know.
He doesn't not do it.
You know what we should do? The NBA draft is coming up. Maybe we have him on.
I don't know.
I don't know if he likes the NBA, though.
How dare you?
Do you think he's still in jail?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did he get caught? He was
Remember he broke out.
escaping last time.
Yeah.
Yep. Mother
Man,
Mary.
I'm looking at this picture of Cooper Hefner.
Yeah.
It is crazy how much he looks like a younger Hugh Hefner.
Really? Wow.
He's got the exact same face. Which makes sense. That's how genetics work. More of what really matters after this. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are, 6:42. It is the 11th day of June. There we go. Here we are.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning, Leon. Things to get to on the show today. You'll find out what they are when we do. We should get back to what really matters right now.
Sure.
Because there's things happening in the world of sports that people need to know about.
Yeah, Zach.
My name's Chris.
Is that one of those, that's one of those just generic beds?
Yeah.
That ain't bad for a generic bed.
that kind of rips.
You want to write some words to it?
Yeah.
It's like Godsmack, yeah.
Get away. Live smarter. Keep away. Hawk loves Godsmack.
Top
God,
5
we're
hit.
good at this.
That was good, man.
Better than Drake.
Oh.
No?
Yeah, it is.
No. Come on, guys.
Actually, here, let me rap like Drake while that bed plays. Ready? Start it over. I was gonna say what you say, wrong say. It's a mess on me. It's a mess on me. You come down on me.
So bad.
Number 1. Straight to the top of the charts.
They were listening to it up north. Drake's terrible.
Terrible.
All of it is terrible. Hotline Bling kind of wails. The rest of it is
He's got
just
a couple
trash.
slammers, man. He's got a couple slammers.
Yeah. That's why Kendrick just ripped his ass a month ago, right?
Yeah, he did.
That battle.
That was brutal.
Well, it's because Kendrick's an artist.
Kendrick's
He's
awesome.
Talented.
Well, and
Drake just mumbles.
There's pretty much nothing that Drake could say to Kendrick, and Kendrick had all the ammo in the world.
Because he's got talent. That's the difference. Kendrick could have made it in the 90s, the decade, not the nightclub.
Oh, well, maybe both.
Drake can't roll with the Death Row guys. He can't hang with that group.
Let's roll, dude.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Dude.
90s was a totally different game.
The Death Row guys wailed.
In the 90s, you had to have a hook.
Yeah.
You had to have a catchy chorus.
He does have hooks. It's just the verses sometimes that he's got the pop music aspect of it down, but he doesn't have the verses quite down.
Well, speaking of captains, what are the chances that Captain Hook had a hook?
He did.
His name was Captain James Hook, I think.
I think he did. I think that's a real dude, man.
I mean,
yeah.
I think he did, bro.
And then he had a hook.
Bro.
I think he did.
It sounds like lazy writing, calling him Captain Hook.
I think he did, brah.
Yeah. Captain Hook. Hold on. Did you know the Captain Hook is potentially based on a real pirate from history?
Yeah, dude.
Captain Hook is known as the real-life pirate Christopher Newport.
Yeah.
Yo, you love his cigarettes.
Name. Oh, God, great cigarettes. Who led his attack on Spanish ships and settlements for the English.
Okay, but see, that's my point, though. If Peter Pan had battled Captain Newport, then his cool accessory would have been cigarettes, not a hook
which
that
would have
could
been
slit
still
your
cool.
throat.
Like if he's sword fighting and just has that cigarette just kind of laying off his lip, but he's kicking your ass and then just takes a slow drag and flicks it at you when you die. That's badass. Way cooler than a hook.
It's hard to smoke with a cigarette.
Right.
That would be sweet.
Smoke with a cigarette?
With a hook.
What if
Smoke a cigarette with a hook.
Well, then he could give you. Then even if you lose, it's like, I got you with the secondhand smoke, you bastard.
Yeah. Right. You don't know, but you're going to die eventually.
What if his opponent's smoking a cigarette and he takes a sword and cuts off
that's pretty badass.
half the cigarette, then smokes the rest of it?
Zacho is here.
Like Captain Marlboro.
Yeah. Yeah, Captain Marlboro wouldn't be bad.
Captain Black and Mild.
Commander Parliament, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Lieutenant Lucky Strike.
Oh, hell yeah.
That guy.
No, he ain't gonna live long.
I almost got fired. That guy F's.
Man.
That's the only cigarette brands I can think
The
of.
Dread Pirate Virginia Slims.
Yeah, that's your pirate.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, what's going on
Is
with
it my
you?
turn or your turn?
I don't know.
What really matters is this.
When swallowed by toads, bombardier beetles project hot, noxious chemicals from their anuses, which sometimes forces the predators to puke them back up.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What a defense mechanism.
I mean, if that lady thought of that when that snake had her.
Yeah, good point.
This is the worst tasting lady I've ever had. I'm going to puke this chick back up.
I don't know, man. I figure snakes probably like it.
Isn't that the craziest thing, though, about evolution?
chocolate filling.
Is that beetle has evolved over the years to know to basically crap itself, so you might get puked up and survive. What a weird defense mechanism.
Yeah.
How about fight better while you're not in somebody else's mouth?
Sure, but I mean,
Button bar.
squirting out the anus
Yeah.
is a hell of a move.
Also, Tommy's favorite film.
And it works as a human, too, as a defense
bet it
mechanism.
does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Nobody
try it.
wants to fight a guy with S in his hands.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I mean, you win every time.
Well, then Dwight's never going to fight.
Or he's always going to fight.
Yeah, good point.
We mentioned it earlier, but I don't know. I think most of us are pretty surprised. I think that the Lakers' offer to Dan Hurley was rejected. Dan Hurley decided to stay at the University of Connecticut. That's surprising to me, but it's like telling everybody you're taking a gal to the prom and then showing up to the prom by yourself. It's kind of embarrassing for the Lakers to have this play out in public where everybody thought over the weekend, wow, we're going to lose Dan Hurley to the NBA, and he's going to make like 16, 17 million
You're not being
dollars a year.
attacked.
And then he turns down 6 years, 70 million.
I thought you were going to use
Shut down your defense mechanisms.
That was loud.
Everything's going to be okay.
You looked at me like you were hungry. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to That's a warning shot.
That was juicy.
No,
You
it
better not come in
wasn't.
closer.
Yeah,
What
that
really
was
matters
juicy.
is this.
While they might look the same, Jenga blocks have subtle differences in dimensions to make their construction less stable. Each brick is a different size and weight, so no two games are alike.
Did not know that.
I didn't know that
me
either.
either.
Where do I come up with all these great facts?
Oh.
How do you guys play Jenga? I know that's a dumb question because it sounds like there's only one way to play it. But do you play? Do you play that you can
wait, you
only
play
use?
nude?
You can only use one hand.
Yep, one
Yeah.
hand and your schlong.
Wait.
And do you play that you can like test the strength, or do you have to? If you touch a block, you have to take it. Paul, your hands up.
How does he play with his schlong? Can we go back to that?
With one hand?
He didn't say
no
he was
hand.
good at Jenga. He just said he plays it.
Good point. Very good point. Yeah, it's one hand. I think you can test them to see if they go, but yeah, once you get one going, that's the one you have to take.
There's no way for this not to be offensive, so I'm not going to say with all due respect. You don't seem like the kind of guy that would be good at Jenga.
I'm actually kind of decent at it.
But it requires patience, precision, patience again.
Yeah, so over the weekend, me and my brother and my dad went up to a casino up north.
Looking for toads?
Looking to gamble because slots are sweet, right, Hawk?
They can be.
And about an hour in, I wasn't having the best time. So I wanted to leave.
No.
So we left. I went and laid down, and I heard the front door slam, and I heard 4 feet walking towards the door and left. Heard the car start and drive away.
Great story.
Those bastards went back to the casino and then told me the next day, "You have no patience. We can't gamble with you anymore." So yeah, they went back. They took me home because I'm not fun. The story's not very good now that I say it out loud, but you guys get it. All right. Sorry.
So they dropped you off at home and went back because you were so annoying to gamble with when you were losing.
Yeah.
We've seen that, Corey.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, you already started. It's too late. Just keep going.
Do you want to know how annoying you are at casinos?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
I saw you Saturday at the casino.
Did you really?
Yeah, I stayed there that night.
Get out of here.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. You guys were leaving.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be by myself so badly.
Yeah.
I didn't even say hi.
Oh, brilliant.
You were walking towards the exit, and I'm like, zoinks.
Yeah, brilliant.
I was like a Scooby-Doo character.
Yeah.
I was hiding behind trash cans.
You guys are doing the one.
Yeah.
One comes out of the door, the other one comes through the door.
Yeah, brilliant.
You got to listen to the podcast every day. But if we go back, I think just yesterday we talked about this. That Vanna White and Pat Sajak, Thursday and Friday, talked about how they have spent the last 40 years together, traveling the world, hundreds and hundreds of dinners.
Yeah.
Right, all over the world, living this life together. In the Power Trip Morning Show, when we see each other in public, we hide behind trash cans so we don't have to spend time with
Here's
each other.
something I'm realizing right now. If it had just been Dov and your dad, I'd have said hi.
Yes, correct. Is that why they came back? Yeah, did they come back knowing you were there?
Chris texted him and said, "Drop that son of a bitch off and come back."
Yeah, get rid of him.
Get rid of the dead weight.
We'll drink all night.
Hawk, that is the right move.
Dude, they gave me, because I'm a high roller, they gave me a suite. I can't believe how nice it was at that place you're talking about. I can't believe it.
Did you win?
I might have won yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you know what, Hawk? I don't blame you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was sitting in, Max will back me up. I couldn't decide whether to tell that story because I didn't want to make you mad.
No.
We got off stage on Friday night, and I could have stayed at the hotel in St. Cloud, but I decided, you know what? I want to do a little gambling. I was by myself, so I rolled up there, and I saw you leaving. I'm like,
good move.
Zoinks.
Yeah, no, that was the right move. Yeah, that was the right move.
That is a true story, man. I kid you not.
That's brilliant.
If I had seen you again, if you had come back in, I might have left.
Yeah, just been like, I'm going to sleep in my car. I don't want to run into that weirdo. No, I don't blame you, man.
I love that you would have said hi to Jeff and Dave.
I'm pretty sure I would have.
Yeah, of course. Well, you would have said hi to my dad.
100%.
He's your lover. Yeah, no, I don't blame
The next
you,
day,
man.
Dov sent me pictures of you with a weird hat on, like a witch's hat.
Yep, I got that sent to me as well, and I immediately saved it into my phone.
Yeah. Why'd you have a witch's hat on?
No, my mom has all these like decorative hats around their house, and I put one on.
Yeah. It looked like one of Saturn's rings.
Yeah. Oh. You were turned on because I look like a witch.
That's turned on because I avoided you.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you one bit.
I'm so glad you don't.
No, I don't. I'm a disaster
No, it's
when I'm not in a good mood.
I just wanted to be by myself, and you're never in a good mood at a casino.
No,
never.
You almost aren't.
Oh, I
That's
am at
true.
Circa.
Remember when he called the one a C word?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was standing next to him when he did it.
Yeah.
And to go all the way back, what was, I don't know, second year maybe in Vegas? Power trip? It was one of the first 3 or so years when Dave called me and said, you got to help Paul out. You got to, like, he's freaking out, man. And I'm like, what now? He's like, he's freaking out. You got to come help him. I'm like, how much is he down? He goes, $100. I go, lose my number, you jackass.
Yeah. I actually gave him money.
He said you were so pissed.
Story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but even so, he was saying you were down 100 and just throwing a giant fit. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
If he's down 6 months mortgage and he's like,
help me,
and he's on the 7th floor of a building, all right, I'll stop playing cards and come help. But
what would you say? Hey, Paul, get down. Come on. What are you doing?
How would I do that?
I wouldn't listen.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, see.
I got to think about that one.
Yeah.
I know what I would do.
Uh-oh.
You got 40 games left in MLB The Show. The team needs you.
Then I would immediately come back down.
Yeah.
We're like
this is the pennant chase. Come on, man.
a month away from that college football game.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Yeah.
I like that. Marnie gets it.
Hi, Marnes.
Was she here?
Yeah.
Marnie, when was the last time you gambled with Sauce? And I don't mean driving back from Fargo.
No,
when was
we
the last
were
time you were
fine.
in a casino with Sauce?
Ooh.
Vegas or locally?
I don't know that I've ever been in a casino with you locally.
But Vegas?
Yeah, but very minimally.
Was he winning
like
or
team
losing?
slots, probably.
Yeah, team slots are sweet.
And were you losing as a team?
Sure.
How was he handling it?
Okay, take
Not
it
well.
easy.
Not well.
Yeah.
Well, who likes losing? Losers.
I mean,
I'd say
Look out there.
impatience, frustration,
Yeah, none of
lashing out at the machine. Why isn't the leprechaun giving me more coins?
Oh, God, I love the leprechaun.
You do love that one.
I love that machine, right,
You do.
Hogs?
You kind of turned me on to a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's great. Do you play the
When they
extra
jump,
wild?
yeah, when
dude.
both of them jump in the bag.
Yes. In the what?
In the bag.
Oh.
And his feet are dangling
Yeah,
up
it's
in
the
the air.
best.
You know that's a good one.
yeah.
man.
I've watched Sauce play that one. He's like, look at this little bastard jumping.
Yeah,
Do you see why I avoided him now?
When he jumps, that's good.
yeah, that is me.
Mars, did you hear this?
You guys make it seem like I'm the wicked witch.
You're worse than that.
Oh.
What story?
That I saw him at the casino the other day and I hid behind the trash can.
I heard you that I was
don't
just
blame you at all.
parking, so I heard the start of it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear if you clarified anything or if it was a joke. You actually saw him.
That's an actual true story.
Did you know he and family were going to be at that casino?
I would never have booked a room there.
Yeah, he would have gone to a different casino. No, I don't. I'm 100% on your side, man. I don't blame you.
And it's got. I mean, I love you.
I know you do,
I
yeah.
do. But I just wanted to be by myself. I don't want to. I don't want anybody near me when I'm.
No,
going.
because then I would have
Yeah.
followed you around, asked you a bunch of questions, slapped your boobs, all that bit.
Yeah. There would.
That's also why I don't gamble with you.
Yeah, he does boob slap, doesn't he?
I don't boob slap ladies.
Way to draw the line. All right. Marnie Gellner is here.
Bongo Cam.
Not until 8.
Whoa.
The news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.